morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
How's everything?
Hey, man, I got up to do the last show of the year with you. The last show of the year.
Yes, sir. With the fresh jersey. What jersey you got on?
The Toronto Maple Leafs.
Especially at that spanking we took last night.
Yeah, the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, because I put my, let's see here, I got my Red Wings on.
See, I just be working out, man. Don't even know about it. Man, I just was like, let me put this on and you wore the Red Wing. Hey, let's see how it worked out.
Worked out perfectly. I'm just
trying
to
start great minds think alike.
Yeah, I agree. Because my mind don't always be great, but we can think alike. Just a little bit. Good morning to you. How was your week?
Hey, man, I can't complain, man. I got to see another December 25th, 2024. You know, I got to go over there and chill with your boy Marcus and Autumn, and bought him some Jordans for Christmas, and he in turn gave me a nice little present. Hey, man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. A lot of people didn't see December 25th.
All right. I like to hear that. Family hanging out together. I know y'all gave each other a lot of good, tease each other a lot, but still had a lot of love at the same time.
Ah, man, you know, it can't be nothing but Willis and Arnold. You know, Lamont, what's my man? Felipe, Jose, whatever my man name was. What was my man name on San Francisco? Julio Fuentes. Yeah, so, you know, yeah.
That's funny. And the thing is, I keep saying we can never get a camera on the two of y'all together. That's $100 million worth of gold right there.
Hey, man, that guy, I try, man. I try with that guy. I really do, man. I try to take him under my wing and help him out, man. You know, that's what I'm here for. I try to help him out.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know if it's you or him, but both of y'all together is a whole lot of comedy gold.
Hey, man, I try to help the guy out, man. You know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him think. Not drink, think. See, I can't make him drink.
So you gonna make him come on camera and start fussing, y'all. Then you gonna make him come in the background.
Man, hey, I try, man. I do what I can when I can what I do.
All right. It is December 28th, as we keep alluding to, the last Saturday of this year, 2024. It'll be 2025. Oh man! And what? 3 days? 4 days?
3 days. 3 days.
That came around quickly, and we've been having some great sports things going on, and life things happening. We're gonna start off by saying, rest in peace to the great Greg Gumble, sportscaster, over many platforms, many sports. A guy I looked up to in terms of how he carried himself as a professional, how he made great calls in football, basketball. I don't remember him doing baseball, but I know he did Olympics. He was on CBS back when CBS had the primary games. Before there was Fox Sports, it was CBS and NBC. CBS had the NFC, NBC had the AFC, ABC had Monday Night Football. Long before there was Fox, Prime, ESPN, any of those extras. It was just those three, and all the games came on unless the game wasn't sold out in your city by a certain time on a certain day, and then it was blocked out, and you had to drive 100 miles away from the stadium to watch the game.
So who's the oldest, Greg or Brian?
I think Greg's the oldest. I think
that's what I thought. Okay, Greg is the oldest. Okay, yeah. Brian Gumble, yeah.
Because Brian Gumble still does Real Sports. They still do that show.
Oh, okay. So it's him and or is it him and Costas, Bob Costas, or Bob Costas quit or retired?
Costas is still he's in semi-retirement as well.
Oh, okay.
He's in semi-retirement as well.
Yeah, Bob was all right. I remember when Bob called Game 7 against Utah, and then Game 7 against Utah and the Bulls, and it was him and Isaiah. And Chad, also, man, say your prayers up for Isaiah, man. He battling
Bell's palsy.
Yeah. I kind of figured something was wrong because I seen the last interview on NBA Game Time, and they tried to, project the the camera at one angle, but you could tell something was wrong with the way his side of his face was. I'll just give prayers up to one of the best point guards next to Irvin Magic Johnson. So, yeah, like I said, I read up a little bit about it. I felt kind of bad.
It's Bell's palsy is close to it presents as a stroke, but not exactly. So you will have one side of your face that won't move the way it should.
Right.
And you do have a little bit. It does limit your faculties a little bit. So we're gonna pray for Isaiah.
Yeah.
My favorite player and definitely my favorite Piston of all time. He's in my top 5. I know we didn't talk about.
I give you favorite Piston odds. I can't give you favorite player. Favorite player is that ball head guy in Chicago. That's
I give him credit. I'm not even gonna give him a number, but he in there because my favorite Isaiah Buck Williams.
Buck Williams.
Yeah, Buck Williams. What's the
I forgot you did like Buck.
Yeah, Williams man. And Terry Cummings, the preacher. You gotta love him. Guys like that, hard working, bring your lunch tail to work. Them kind of guys was always my favorite.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. That's your boy Marcus and my aunt. Rest in peace. They used to tease me all the time. You're never gonna win a championship rooting for that guy. And I was like, okay, time will tell. Look at him now at the Mount Rushmore. So that's why I say it all. Everything comes in timing, and it can't. Like I said, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him think. So there it is.
Well, I didn't think they would ever get there, but once they started getting better and better, and the Pistons beat them that last time when they won the championship, I kind of knew that was it. I knew that was going to be the end of the.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm a firm believer in this. That '89 year, when Scottie woke up with the so-called migraine, if Scottie Pippen don't have that migraine, y'all stay home. That reign starts then, because they would have, if he would have gave Mike 20 instead of the 12 or 8 he gave Mike, they beat them. I believe that. I believe they beat the Pistons. You stay home.
I can't doubt that, because at the end of the day, you can't say what if it was a fifth, that's what that fall into.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just remember him sitting on the sideline with that sad look on his face, with that ice on his back of his neck, and everybody on his team looking at him like, man, get off my side.
But at the end of the day, too, like Mark McGuire said in the Bad Boys documentary, Scottie Pippen grew up. He grew up. Once he grew up, it was over. Yeah. They took off. And when they took off, it was wow. I still believe that. I believe if he don't wake up with that mic, they stay home.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It definitely was a definite possibility, but it wasn't in the cards that year. But 12 months later, that it took off like wildfire, and the tumbleweed just rolled throughout the parade for the next 6, 8, 9, 10 years after that. All right, let's jump right into our topic of the week, as voted by the people who come out and check us out every day. I know we are on Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. We are also on TikTok today, but we didn't quite make it to Instagram. One of these days, I linked to Instagram, but I got to figure out either I'm going to pay more to get more links, more channels, or cut back on one. But we're going to get it there. We're going to get there. I'm going to pick up my light at the same time. Our topic of the week is, will the Kansas City Chiefs win their 3rd straight Super Bowl? What you think, sir?
Right now, why not? Absolutely. Why not? They're the best in the business. They got the best record in the NFL. Why not?
They're 14-1 right now, 15-1?
14-1. No, they 15. What is this? No, 14-1. Right, 14-1.
So wait a minute. No. This is they won this week, so that's 15.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, 15-1.
That's 15, yeah, because Christmas was started this new week.
Yeah,
so they're 15-1. The way I see it right now, I don't doubt it, but history says no. The odds say no. That's my only thing. They're playing their best ball right now. Easily, they're healthy at the right time. Everybody but Smith on the defensive line, their big defensive tackle. Kelce is playing like Kelce again. It's not like the beginning of the season where he just didn't know his behind from a hole in the ground. And they're getting all the calls. They're getting all the calls. How is it that a team calls a timeout from the ball boy? How the ball boy go to the referee and say, hey, coach is trying to call the timeout and get the timeout?
Because Andy wasn't fast enough to go down there and tell him.
I bet if he was running for a hamburger, he'd get down there fast enough.
I mean, yeah, well, a State Farm commercial, absolutely. But I'm just saying, Andy told my man, hey, run down there and tell my man I want a timeout.
That should never have happened. They should have fined the Chiefs for that. 2, they should ban that kid from the sideline. 3, they should fine that referee and reassign him to another team that don't
EFL league.
Send him on over to the I'm not give him a he should have worked the Motor City Bowl the other day with Toledo and Pittsburgh. That's what they should have did.
Yeah, that was 6 overtime. Yeah, yeah. Well,
that was a good game though. That was a good game.
Absolutely.
Toledo came to play, and I was happy to see that. Of course, I like Pittsburgh because of Narduzzi, but I like that Toledo team. Shout out to my classmate's son, play for that team, and he gets a lot of run. He on the defensive line over there, and Mr. Johnson, number 79, and they won the game. So congratulations to him. I know the family was there. She posted, so go ahead, go Rockets. Let's go Rockets. Little known fact, I got recruited by the Rockets when Nick Saban was there. My dumb behind didn't even go. They invited me to go down to the game to see the facilities and meet the coaching staff. I was like, nah, I ain't going to no stinking Toledo. I should have went to stinking Toledo. Now, now hindsight is 2020, of course. I should have went down there.
Man, you always go, man. Even if you weren't going to sign and go there, you always go.
Right. I should have went and signed and everything. It was Nick Saban. I didn't know. I didn't know. When you 17, 18, and you think you all world, you waiting on the Big Ten and the SEC to come looking for you, but you need to be coming looking. I know now. I need to go looking for them in the daytime with a flashlight. That's what I need to have been doing. But hey, that's a whole other years and a lot of life lessons later. A lot of life lessons later. But getting back to the topic, I think that the Chiefs do have a really good chance. I would say 60 to 65% chance, which is really good in the NFL. They playing their best when they have to play their best. Absolutely. They got home field advantage all the way through. So if anybody's going to beat them, they got to go through Arrowhead to do it. They got to go through Kansas City. They got to go to the Chiefs. They got to go to the Cold. So the Bills. Who else?
Buffalo can get them.
They can.
The weather's not going to be a factor, right? Buffalo is just as cold as Kansas City. Kansas City is just as cold as Buffalo.
Buffalo is colder.
It all depends on what Josh gonna show up. If the Josh that show up that beat them back in week 10, I think it was. Mm-hmm. Okay. If the Josh show up that we normally see, then no. But Josh them got a good chance. Lamar them, nah, not so much. Not so much. Okay. But yeah. I say
So you saying that Lamar is just good for MVPs? He not good for big game W's?
Yeah, because look at this, man. You a 2-time MVP, and you can't even get a commercial. I just happened to look at that the other day. You can't even get a commercial, man. You're the 2-time MVP, and you can't get a commercial. But it's the accent, not the accent, because where he from? It's what more can they really? Okay, they're not gonna do the State Farm, right? Because the Southern accent. That's what I'm trying to say. The Southern accent. They're not gonna do the State Farm because you already got Derrick Henry and you got Mahomes, and now you got Andy Reid. You got a couple with Kelce. I think the accent is what's keeping them from getting the commercial.
No more Aaron Rodgers.
I think they tired of Aaron. I think the whole league is tired of Aaron. The thing with Aaron's problem is Aaron don't want to take accountability. At the end of the day, dog, it's the reason why Father Time is undefeated. Although the good thing is you can't take away achievements, right? Because they already been there. Yes, you have a Super Bowl ring, but that was 2010. You haven't had one since. You are what you are. You're just a quarterback that's sitting at the table. You're not a Brady. You're not a John Elway. You're not a Joe Montana. You're not a
He's not even a Peyton. He's not even a Peyton Manning.
You're not Peyton. You're not Eli. You're at the table. But by the time the food get to you, it's nothing but crumbs. You, Matt, all y'all sitting there together. So until you understand that and take accountability for that, he always going to point the finger at, well, what I'm going to stop doing is talking to y'all. That's what the media does. That's their job, to answer questions. Own up, man. Father Time has caught you.
I'm not saying he's bad. If he's just not the same Aaron Rodgers that he was.
No. See, now we sugarcoat. He's horrible.
I'm not sugarcoating.
He's horrible. He's
to me,
terrible.
Father Time means he shouldn't even be out there on the field. Is he still
horrible.
good enough to be a starter? Yeah.
No.
But is he good enough to be a starter that's going to lead you to the promised land?
No.
Definitely not.
He's not even good enough to be a starter. No.
So you think they should go with the youth movement and go ahead and make him a career backup, which he's not going to do?
Don't even bring him back, man. This whole disaster,
At this point, I wouldn't.
Disaster is because of him. You got Robert Saleh fired.
Mm-hmm.
Then you said, all I need is Devontae. You bring Devontae in. Y'all only won one game since you signed Devontae. Y'all won one game. So, therefore, Devontae wasn't the problem. You're the problem. The defense is like, we're not going to carry the offense because the offense can't carry us.
All of us can't carry themselves.
Exactly. So they didn't quit. The defense didn't quit.
Well, the defense quit the day they fired their coach.
Yeah,
Rob Saleh put that defense together, and they believed in him.
Yep, they fired Saleh.
And now he's doing what the Lions should have did. He's over there in Minnesota, advising them what the Lions should have brought him in as a great mind to help out with the defense.
Well, at the time, you didn't need Robert Saleh because at the time the Lions was looking like the team to beat, and that rightfully so they were. But now the pavement meets the road. Now everybody's saying, "Oh no, he's in trouble." They in trouble. If you go back and look at past shows, I told you that bye week was gonna set y'all up for disaster, for failure. You got your bye week 5. Let's play pretend. Let's just say Hutch never breaks his leg. You probably would be in a worse predicament than you are now, because now you wouldn't even sign the old boy. You wouldn't have signed the old boy from Cleveland. You wouldn't have been no need.
No, they wouldn't have.
So you would have been in worse position than you are now.
Well, that's a good theory, and I can't say it wouldn't be true. But that's a great transition. Speaking of the Vikings, moving to the NFL, we have the game of the week. The Packers go to the Vikings for round 2. The Vikings beat the Packers the first time on the road. Now the Packers are on the road trying to win in Minnesota. If they win, the Lions will have sole possession, first place throughout the NFC playoffs. If the Vikings, if the Vikings win, it's a showdown next Sunday. They'll probably flex that game to the Sunday night game where the Pistons. The Lions will host the Vikings in Detroit. They play them regardless. Right now, I think it's the 3:20. I think it's the 4:00 game right now. I think.
Okay.
As of right now, but I think they're gonna. If they were smart, they'd flex it to the Monday night game. So that's what I would do. I would make that the Monday night game and put all eyes on me. Exactly what I would do. And it'll be either 5th place or 1st place.
Time out. You putting the horse before the kid. You putting the carriage.
I agree. We got to see what's going to happen first because Detroit going to
beat the 49ers.
Detroit going to have trouble with San Francisco.
Detroit going to do what?
Have trouble with San Francisco.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. We don't even know if they're gonna beat them. Come on, man, y'all putting the horse in front. No.
I agree.
At the end of the day, the 49ers have nothing to lose. They're not going to the postseason. They're not going nowhere. Let's mess their record up.
That's what I would do.
And what you think you're gonna get tomorrow, Monday night? You're gonna get the best San Fran. You're not gonna get no San Fran that's just gonna lay down. No. Yep. Okay, we can't go. Guess what? Y'all not gonna get the number 1 seed neither. And like I keep trying to tell you, if San Fran beats the Lions, then the Viking game don't even matter because the Packers then lost to the Packers lost to the Vikings. So when the Vikings come and they beat you again, when they beat you in Ford Field, guess where you going? You're gonna drop to the 5th seed and you're gonna have to go to the Rams. And the Rams gonna pop y'all. Season over. Watch. Like I keep trying to tell you, this man will take you to the prom, but you ain't getting in. That's what he gonna keep doing. He gonna take you. Hey, the prom is at Cobo. I don't know where the prom was when you was in school, but that's where the prom was when I was at Mumford. He gonna take you to Cobo. And he gonna take you all the way up to the ballroom floor where you can see the riverfront and all that. Hey, where's your tickets? Oh, we don't have no tickets. Oh, I can't let you in. And then what's gonna happen? Ben Johnson's going to lead because Ben Johnson right now is the front runner for the Bears job.
Yep.
I seen reports where
Pete Carroll ain't gonna get it. Pete Carroll ain't gonna get it. Pete Carroll.
Hey, Pete Carroll. Nah. Because you know why? Ben Johnson is doing good with who?
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. That's still like a young quarterback. You got a rookie talent. For some odd reason, they feel Caleb Williams is the best next thing since pass with pockets. I don't see it, but okay. Maybe that's why. I'm not saying
he's not a good quarterback. I just don't think that he's going to have the career that they're expecting him to have. That's
exactly. All. Which in hindsight, why did you get rid of Jay Fields? That I don't know. But what I'm saying is, reports is Ben Johnson is going there, and the other reports is that Aaron Glenn is going to the Saints. That means you're going to deplete that much faster. The Lions gonna go up. It's like that. The game on The Price is Right. When my man go up the mountain, every time you get the price right, yeah. There it did. If you miss, you can fall off the. That's what's about to happen. Yeah, that's what's about to happen to y'all. Because if Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson leaves, whoever you is still in those spots, you got to start the whole process over again. That means
I'm going to talk to Salah. Hey, this look good, man. You can walk, you can drive up the street. You can drive around the corner. You and Dearborn.
Because him and Campbell clash. And who? Rob ain't going there. Or trust me, Rob not going. The only way Rob going there is if Rob the coach.
Wait a minute. So he would clash with the head coach?
Yeah, he'll clash with Dan.
You think so?
Yeah, he'll clash with Dan. Because at the end of the day, Rob is a coach. Rob know what he's doing. Dan not a coach, man. Come on, man. You 3 magic beans. I'm gonna steal your thunder. 3 magic beans. So therefore, I don't know how to drive a stick, right? But I always wanted to drive a stick. The car that I currently drive is you can drive it like a stick, but it's not a stick. I don't have a clutch or nothing. So if you put me in the Mustang with a stick, am I going somewhere? Because I don't know what I'm doing. But if you put me in a Mustang without a stick and I can play like it's a stick, am I going somewhere? Absolutely. That's the difference. He's a coach. He's not. You put a coach against another coach, they're going to clash every time. Because he gonna, it's nothing for Rob to walk down that sideline and be like, hey, man, what are you doing? And for Dan to stand there and go coach the defense. Remember it in Titans? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember when they played Coach Boone? Not Coach Boone, when they played my man. And he told Denzel, and he ahead of you, coach. You got to throw something at him. He a mile ahead. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Okay. Well, okay. I think that would be a good alternate choice. I still say if it was me, I would either go get Salah or the old defensive coach from the 49ers who got blamed for them losing the Super Bowl.
Oh, you talking about the black guy? Okay.
Yeah, I would go get him.
Yeah. If it was me, Dan Campbell's going first. Right. I'm going upstairs to Brad Holmes and Sheila Forehead. Look, we gotta move some furniture. We gotta move some furniture. I need you to take that TV in the living room and put it in the den. And I need you to bring the TV that's in the den and put it in the living room. We gotta move some furniture. That's me. And
I wouldn't even go that far. I would say if we're gonna move some furniture, we're gonna do a sale in a garage sale in the driveway, and we're gonna do it like that.
Case in point, why would you sign Teddy Bridgewater? What was that?
That was my next topic. Bridgewater returns. And so my question is, if we signing Bridgewater, what's going on with that quarterback that came out of Tennessee? What's the kid's name?
Hendon Hooker.
It's so okay. So in other words, you have no you don't believe in Hendon Hooker. So if Jared Goff was to get hurt, you're gonna bring a coach that just came off of winning the state championship that still know the playbook on the offense instead of in the Hendon Hooker. To me that says I never should have drafted Hendon Hooker. That's what that says to me.
Who made the pick?
The GM.
Brad Holmes made the pick?
Yeah, Brad Holmes made the pick.
Okay, so Brad Holmes made the pick, but he had to get what's the word? He had to get the okay from who? Sheila for him? Or did he get the okay from Dan Campbell?
Well, he consults Dan Campbell.
Okay.
He has to get permission from the owner.
Sheila for him.
Okay.
So this is the way I'm thinking. You picked Hendon Hooker to be Jared Goff's predecessor or whatever you want to call it. Once you've seen Jared Goff start to flourish, this is in my mind, we don't need Hendon Hooker. Okay, so we don't need Hendon Hooker. What we gonna do? I believe Teddy Bridgewater already knew going out the door he could come back.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me in my mind. I say that to say this: you came back bearing, God forbid, anything happens to Jared Goff. If Jared Goff goes down, y'all season is 20. Period. Yeah. I don't care who you put back there; it's over.
Yeah.
But that being said, if you're going to put all your eggs in that basket with Teddy Bridgewater over Hendon Hooker, this organization is more messed up than I thought it was. I'm with you. That makes no sense. You could have went out. You could have went out and signed a replacement for Carlton Davis. You could have went out and signed a replacement for Lagneen McNeil. You could have went out and signed another linebacker. Anything, but you signed Teddy Bridgewater.
You could have got Shaq Barrett. You left Shaq Barrett at home, and he back with Tampa Bay. You could have had an all-pro linebacker, fresh, working out every day. No NFL tackles on him all season. That when I saw that the Tampa signed him, I got so mad. I'm like, that makes no sense. You could have had him, and you know that your linebacker core is depleted.
Like I said, this organization is, I don't know, because like I said,
that you say is he a right fit? Is he a 4 or is he a 40 back? Is he a 50 back? Is he fit in the scheme? You talking about winning? We trying to put some winning on your team. You put another winner in on somebody who's gonna find. I figured out, coach. Where you needed me to go? I can watch this film. We gonna figure it out, coach. Let's go. That's what I see in Shaq Barrett.
But I'm with you. I'm with you because when you, I was like, man, I know Kamau seen it, and I was like, okay, he fresh off of high school. We're not even talking college. He fresh off a high school state championship. Kudos.
They beat that team up though. They were like 40-0. They beat them like 40-0, something like that.
Then you shouldn't have left. Obviously, your heart is with high school. It's not with pros because you wouldn't have left. Right?
He basically said, I left because I got hit so hard, I didn't know where I was. I came out the field and I didn't know what the play was, what time it was, where I was. I didn't know who I was. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that's what he said while he left. He said, I had to get up out of there. But now, you win your state championship. Let me make a little money. And I can go right back to doing what I was doing in February. Makes sense to me. Take a leave of absence from the school district. School district gonna say, "Hey, go make your money. We can't pay you that. Let's reward you with what you deserve. You're gonna get some. You're not gonna pay for another meal around here again. We get that, but we can't give you that. We give you what the Lions can give you. Go do your thing. We're gonna put a substitute teacher in your place. Come on back in February when it's time for spring ball, and you can get ready for the next year. I ain't mad at that. I would do the same thing if I'm the school district.
Right.
But the Lions, on the other hand, That scares me. That says that Hendon Hooker is not that guy. It's not that guy.
Man.
It's not that guy.
There's a lot of people that beg to differ. They say Hendon Hooker is the best quarterback on the roster.
If he's the best quarterback on the roster, then we should not be 14-2 right now. 13-2, 14-2, whatever.
13-2.
That's I don't even want to go there. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right, Deshaun Watson had his contract restructured because right now we in a season of we're gonna get rid of these quarterbacks because these contracts are too large. We're gonna go ahead and cut them, and but if they cut them, it will be a $179 million cap hit. 179 million cap hit for Cleveland. So they restructured his contract. So that just lets you know that, hey, his time is short. He gonna be there maybe another year, maybe, and to another deadline come where they can cut him. Because Jameis, Jameis, he don't play bad, but he get better speeches.
God, it's funny that guy even won the Heisman. It is. That's funny that he even won the Heisman. Because it's like,
I love Jameis.
What did he say?
He gave a Popeye speech.
He prayed he wasn't going to throw no more interceptions. Didn't he say he prayed that or something like that? That's what every time he come on, it's like, okay, Saturday Night Live or In Living Color, here comes the skit. I don't know.
It's hard not to like him. Yeah, you don't know if he's serious. You don't know if he joking, but he be serious about the stuff he's saying. Last week he gave the Popeye speech. I'm gonna find that and post it. That was the craziest thing. It was funnier than the Eat the Dub speech. That was already crazy. Now, we know one thing. James like to eat crab legs, W's, Popeyes. You can't be mad at him though. At least he's consistent.
Yes, he is.
At least he's consistent. Don't forget to click like, click share, get the book. Great for this journey every day as we go into 2025 by Mr. Marcus Holmes. Linian, let me tell you about Mr. Marcus Holmes. This young man has a great presence on all of the social media where you can learn about how to get yourself a job, how to keep a job, how to ask the right questions, how to get your resume together. Contact that young man. He's listed on all of those social media sites. Marcus R. Holmes, Mr. HR Passion Guy. He will get you together for the new job, for the new year, make you more money than you ever thought you was going to make, and it'll set you up for success for the next 5 to 7 years of life before you're ready to go to the next level in your next job. Look that young man up. And don't forget to click like, click share, let everybody know it's Saturday, 11:36 a.m. Eastern, 10:36 Central, and 8:36 West Coast time in California. Let everybody know we on here live. We on Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok today. We live. We live and in color. Not in living color, but live in color. Here today. Getting ready for this new year and getting ready for all these great games. We got 3 NFL games today, 4 or 5 tomorrow, or like 6, and then 1 on Monday night. We had 2 on Christmas Day. And we got bowl games. We're going to talk about these bowl games coming up. And we're going to talk about all kind of fun stuff. As we move into more football, college football, bowl game insurance for the for Shedeur and Travis Hunter. They they've been, I don't know, we talked about it before. The Lloyd's of London's, I'm pretty sure they're not the only one doing the insurance for the players now anymore. Because back in the day, that was the only company that would do it. So people would get insurance for the season just in case they got hurt, for the top name players, the top 20 players in college. And they were, kind of braggadocious about that they got the highest amount of insurance ever for players in a bowl game, because they want to make sure they continue to play and be safe just in case something happened. They'll still be taken care of monetarily. That's how Deion think. And the AD backed them up. Also, we got some HBCU coaching hires. Michael Vick going to Norfolk State. They had a press conference, and AI was there. 2 boys from I forget the name. Virginia. I'm trying to think of the city. Bad news. Newport News. Bad news. Newport News, Virginia. And Deshaun Jackson going to Delaware State. Deshaun Jackson called it his dream job. And I know, some people say that just to be saying it. I actually believe that for him, to see him go there and go to make a difference. He's come a long way. I remember when he came out of the NFL, when he got drafted out of Cal. I think he came out of Cal. They said that great talent, one of the best receiver prospects ever. But how can you manage him? Will you be able to manage him? And that really bothered me for me to say that, for them to say that. And that was also another excuse that when he was in Philly for the coach that's at Ohio State, the offensive coordinator, to get rid of him, saying that he was doing gang activity when he was nowhere near that. Man, he might have did that in his younger days, but you can always tell, as a person gets older when they make changes to their life. Tell me what you think about these HBO. Right now you got Deshaun Jackson, Michael Vick, and Eddie George, and I think there's a few more in the HBCU ranks. Tell me what you think about it.
I mean, I think it's good, right? Even though most of them didn't go to HBCUs, they turned around and gave back, right? Deshaun Jackson, like you said, Cal. Michael Vick was Virginia Tech. Eddie George was Ohio State, won the Heisman at Ohio State. So, yeah, for them to go back and not go back to their alma maters, but they HBCUs, yeah, I think it's good. Good for a good change of venue.
I think it's great for the recruiting side of it, because that way you can say, hey, I've done it. I've done it at the highest level. Come on over here and learn from me, learn from us, and we can get you ready for the next level. And I think that's you can also trip that back to Deion Sanders being at Jackson State, right, 2 years ago, turning things around there, starting with that almost 5 years ago total. And so I think it's a great thing. And
absolutely,
it's going to help with not only recruiting, but also the amount of money that's going to come in, the sponsorships, not only from the alumni, but also from the corporate side as well. So hopefully they can get on board and help those facilities and the fields. Because right now, if you think of HBCU football, what do you think of? What's the first thing you think of?
I think of like steaming there. Eddie Robinson used to coach Grambling. I think of those,
What do you think about when you go to the game?
Oh, you think about the band.
Man. I know we love the band, but we want to put the focus on the field. The focus right now is in the stands. You see the band, and they doing all their things. You see the flag girls and all that, and they do their routines. That's beautiful. But the reason for the people being there is the football game. That's what we want. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Welcome this morning, Mr. Kenneth Williams. He's happy for Michael Vick. I think he would do a lot for the young men in the community. Yeah. Why? Because the first thing I said, bad news, Newport News of Virginia. They want to make sure they turn that around and make it good news over there for the school he's going to be at. With him being at where my notes at where did I go? I didn't go too far. Where are you at? See, there we go. At Norfolk State. All right, we're gonna jump into the NBA. Can you believe it? The Pistons got a coach fired.
God, man, see this guy.
The Pistons got Mike Brown fired. Can you believe it? That's crazy. They 3-0 on their West Coast. Well, 3-1 on their West Coast swing. 3-0 since the last time we were here. They are 14-17. They beat the Suns, the Lakers, and the Kings. They lost on the first leg of the West Coast swing to the Utah Jazz. And last year at this place, they were 2-29, and they are now 14-17. They've won more exact number of games now than they won the whole season last year. Mm-hmm. I know I can see him turning. I see the wheels turning. What you got?
I ain't got nothing to say. Congratulations. I just don't understand how you fire a coach. He was coach of the year last year, 2023. Mike Brown was coach of the year, and a year later he's fired. Wow.
Hold on. You fired a coach that was in the NBA Finals the year before that when you're in the Pistons.
But that, you know what? What's his name? He didn't want to be here, man. Oh boy, from Phoenix, he didn't want to be here. He didn't want to be here. Monty didn't want to be here. And Monty, look, if you're gonna pay me to stay, okay, I'll stay. I'll take your money. But Monty didn't want to be here. It's like that. What's the name said in Last Dance? You had Michael Jordan them in the back of the plane playing for big money. Steve Kerr and all them was up front playing for $5. And Mike, they're like, "What you doing up here?" He said, "Because I want your money in my pocket." That's all it was. I don't really want to be here to coach the Pistons, but if you're going to pay me this lump sum of money, absolutely. Look at him now. He coaching high school with a fat knot in his pocket. He didn't want to be here. People who want to be somewhere, they make adjustments. They make significant sacrifices to stay where they at. He don't want to be here. The only reason Tom Gordon was at the game was because they was playing the Lakers. And Jalen Rose and all them was there. Other than that, Tom Gordon wouldn't have been there. Not fooling nobody.
He based in LA. He don't come to
you don't even go to LA games. Stop. You only came because it's Tinseltown. It's gonna be it was what, the day before Christmas they played them or something like that. Let me go to the game. Who gonna be there? Oh, Jalen Rose gonna be. Did you hug Jalen Rose after the game? You would never see him at the Staples Center or crypto.com no more this season. Come on, man. You wasn't even at the game when they played the Lakers at LCA. So come on.
Detroit, yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. So they swept the Lakers for the season. They beat the Lakers both times, and now they the Pistons get a little pub now. They get a little publicity on ESPN. They talking about Cade is now up next. He one of the up next players, and Jaden Ivey. They building them as the new big time backcourt. You know, Joe and Isaiah, Cade and Ivy's supposed to be like, who's the other one? Who the other guys that came? You know, I'm talking about the guy from Denver and we went to
Chauncey and Rip.
Chauncey and Rip, yeah, they putting them. They trying to put them in the next three. I don't see it. I think one of them gonna leave, honestly, and I think it's really gonna be Cade. I don't think Ivy's gonna want to leave. I think that Cade's gonna leave. I really do within the next 2 seasons.
You shouldn't have never drafted him. No. Well, okay, that's something. That's another day.
We agree on that 100%. Old boy from Houston should be in Detroit right now. That's what should happen.
It should be Jaden Green and Jaden Ivey.
Yep.
Jalen Green. I'm sorry, Jalen Green and Jaden Ivey. Cade. Because if you put Cade, let's do a swap. You put Cade with Houston and put him with us. It's a whole different ballgame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we up about 4 or 5 games. That's what we at. We ahead at least 4 or 5 more games.
Absolutely.
And Houston gonna be down 4 or 5 more games.
Absolutely.
Why? Because Cade Cunningham is a scorer. He is not a winner. He's not going to win those games for you. He's going to contribute to the score and then be mad when they lose. But if you're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. If you're part of the solution, you need to have more wins on your resume. You're under your belt. Your resume shouldn't say almost worst record of all time in NBA. If you're that player, if you're that guy. Right. You know, I don't know what they're talking about. He's been hurt a lot. Nah, I don't. You know, for you to be making and then for them to sign you to that contract too, you got to produce, my man. You got to produce. And if I'm the last kind of fashion, I'm looking to see what my possibility is long term with him. This would be your proven year if I'm trading Lang, and I would tell Kate directly, hey, we love you here, but we need you to win. This is your proven year. Yeah. And I wouldn't send him to no contender. I would send him to somewhere, you know, like I would do. I don't know where, and I don't know where, but I would go, but he wouldn't go to no contender. Because a contender's not going to want him. Yeah. I would send him to New York. That's what I would do. New York would be glad to have him. Yeah, New York, they'll give some draft picks. Go give me a couple number ones.
Welcome.
I'll give me a couple number ones out of New York. He can go to New York and score all he wants to. He can be on every billboard in town. He can be in Times Square. He'll be happy.
So you play him behind Bronson or you play him alongside of Bronson?
I'll let them work it out. He just be out my hair.
Okay.
That's what I would do. We're going to talk about some college. We got The University of Miami coach quit this week, Jim Larinaga, after 14 seasons. He says 2 years ago, we in the NCAA championship game, Final Four. As soon as we get back to Miami, we have our postseason interview before everybody go their separate way. And 9 of my players told me they want to go. Well, what's wrong? Are we doing something wrong here? Are we treating you bad? No, coach, we love you here. So why are you leaving? I got to go make some money. I got to capitalize on the fact that we were just in the Final Four. I got to make some money for my family. And he's like, so I get it. I get it 100%. The kids got to take advantage of with their opportunities. He as a coach, he's made good money down at the University of Miami. He really ain't made, quite honestly, Miami play the football coaches. They don't pay the basketball coaches like they should.
Right. Not at all. Not at all.
So he's made decent money. He ain't made great money. Of course, they make their money off the shoe deals. He got the Nike deal, so he got good clothes. So he good on that side. But he said, I got to go. I got to go. He said, I don't want to leave, but I got to go right now. So I'm not going to say that. I can't say that. That's from another show. Good luck to Coach Jim Larinaga in his new adventures as he goes into retirement. He's got some great wins. He's one of the few coaches in schools who has kept Duke in check in the ACC.
Right.
That's the guy's honest truth. Duke prepares to play against Miami. Miami shows up against them. And then what's his name? Defensive tackle coach for Colorado shows up. He put on his Miami stuff. He sit at half court and he get Warren Sapp. And he get him fired up, and they go out to Duke. So I like Larinaga a lot. He's a tough-minded coach, and his team show up to play. So good luck to him in the future. All right, we're gonna move into hockey and baseball. A little bit of hockey news. The Detroit Red Wings have fired Coach Derek Lalonde and hired Coach Todd McClellan. They didn't get a chance to coach, but he didn't get a chance to coach a practice. But they played last night in Toronto and got jumped on 5-2. I'm putting on my Red Wings. We're going Red Wings. We're going strong for the Red Wings. Come on. They'll be here January 19th. Sunday, January 19th, they'll be playing against the Dallas Stars. I plan to be in attendance. I'm going to be there making all kind of noise like I always do for my home team. So let's go Red Wings. I'm going to see if I can sneak in an octopus and throw it out on the ice. I know I'm going to get kicked out and arrested, so I probably won't do it because I can't afford it. But we gonna cheer the Red Wings on the victory on the 19th and 3 weeks. What you think about that? Too little, too late?
Usually, when you're a general manager and you didn't fire 3 coaches in your tier, you're next. So if you don't get them to the playoffs, Mr. Yasser, you're next, Steve. Which you shouldn't even fire my man. You're only 4 games out of being 500. You shouldn't even fire him.
That may be true. However, the 4 games out of 500, they were nowhere near I'm gonna look it up because I'm pretty sure they're very far out of the playoff contention. They may not be close to 500, but it's the what's the name is a whole lot different. Scoring for let me pull up the standings real quick for the NHL. They're very far out of the playoff hunt. So it's let me go to wild card. Oh yeah, they way out of it. So they are pretty much the only team below them are the Buffalo Sabres in terms of looking at the playoffs. So they way out of it right now. So you got it's so they don't need to do some serious changes for them to even get close to it. Right now, their record is 13, 18, and 4. They lost the last 4 in a row. They have 30 points, 6th place, 16 points behind the Leafs. Changes need to be made. Changes need to be made, and I'm glad they made them. So hopefully, the team can catch fire, catch lightning in the bottle. Catch a little bit what the Tigers had, doing some more what the Pistons are doing, and definitely catch a hold of what the Lions have done. because this Detroit is very rare in terms of the stadium situation, and within 2 miles of each other, less than that, all three stadiums are together. Ford Field, Comerica Park, and Little Caesars Arena, where you got all four teams play. The two teams together, Little Caesars Arena, are literally within walking each other. Ford Field and Comerica Park are not even. You can't even say a stone's throw. 10 paces door to door across the street from each other, and then Little Caesars Arena is across the parking lot, just to the northwest of both those stadiums. So it's very unique. So to me, it don't make no sense not to for them all not to be doing well together. If you ask me, the Tigers and the Lions should be in the same stadium had they listened to the mayor long ago. What was his name? The mayor who's telling everybody stay on the other side of 8 Mile. What was his name? Coleman.
Oh, Coleman Young.
Coleman Young said we need one stadium in downtown Detroit with a dome, a retractable dome, so the Lions can play on Sunday and we can change it up like they do in Toronto. We can have football and baseball in the same stadium. Never have a rain delay. Never have a snow delay. Play every day. Play every game on the schedule. But of course, because he said it, they didn't want to do it. Well, that's kind of how I go. But I'm seriously, I'm optimistic, like I am always with my Detroit teams, that they're gonna do something better. Speaking of something better, the Tigers are signed Gleyber Torres to a 1-year deal. He's gonna play second base, 1 year, $15 million deal from the Yankees. So he kind of became expendable once they signed that man to that huge contract. No, he left the Yankees and went to the Mets. Excuse me, but I guess Torres wanted to get out as well. He'd been to the World Series. I guess he wanted to make a little money. But the Tigers are doing their best to be cost effective and bring in good players. I hope this pans out. The second baseman that they had, they're going to move him to first base. And it's at the end of the day, you got to try something new. In order to get a different result, you got to do something different. No, that's the definition of insanity. What you think about them bringing in Mr. Torres?
You need to get all the help, but I mean, these 1-year deals, you're going to have to do something better than that. Okay, yeah, you messed up with the Baez deal, but mistakes can be changed and made. So everybody that signs with y'all now, you just going to sign for 1 year? You're not going to get players. You're going to be looking like Major League, Willie Mays Hayes. It's going to be all over again. Like, who are these guys? Well, you're not going to get the top players. You're just going to get players. That's what you're going to be getting, signing 1-year deals. Ain't nobody going to care. Ain't nobody about to keep signing for no 1 year, man. I can tell you that right now. And it's at the end of the day, y'all put feet to the fire and y'all went out here and did that Javi Baez. Okay, you learn from your mistakes. But you don't just, every player from here on out, we're going to sign for 1 year. Nah, that's not going to work neither. Because you're just going to get players. Once again, you're going to be Major League, Willie Mays Hayes, Serrano. Who is he? Hey, who are these guys? You have people walking down Woodward Avenue with a paper like, who is this guy? Kamau Williams, Felix Holmes. Who is that? Right, so.
And I'll be on I don't need my walkout song will be, you know what my walkout song would be? So What You're Saying by EPMD. I come up every day, doom, 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 boom, 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 boom. Boom, and I put that ball, the bat on the ball every time. I be a slap hitter, and I run it out every time. Boy, I run it. I'll be like Mr. Mr. 41, Mr. 500. What was that movie with Bernie Mac? That'll be me. I slap that bat on that ball, and I'll be running to first base. I'll slide to first base every time, boy. I'll be a fan favorite. Go on, sign me. I'll take it. I'll be a DH. I clean up the locker room afterwards. I do all that stuff. What else you need me to do? Go on, Savvy. So we're coming there and we'll do our show in the middle of the game. We'll go live every third and sixth inning. It'll be me and you. Hey, Kamau Felix with the sports talk in the locker room. I'll take that deal. League minimum. That's all right. 1 year. Our social media presence will go up. The Tigers' social media presence will go up. We win some more games. We'll have some fun, and afterwards we'll go have a hot dog at an American one day, and in the next game we'll go to National. We'll make a big deal out of it. We have a great time.
Go back and forth.
Back and forth. That's right. That's right. And one day we'll stand in the middle with both hands. We'll have a good time. We'll make a good time out of it. All right, everybody, we're gonna jump into women's sports right now. The women's college basketball is going strong. Last week, USC beat UConn in UConn, 72-70. Close game down the stretch. Juju led the team to victory. That was another great game, and so that gives UConn 2 losses on the season. They normally don't get 2 losses this early in the season, but I like the fact that they're going out and playing competition.
Absolutely.
He's taking a page out of Izzo's playbook. Play tough competition early, so when you get further down in the rest of the season, you've been battle tested, even if you got a loss, and that'll help you in the long run. So I like that about Gino. Gino ain't never dug nobody. Every year, even though him and Tennessee coach didn't like each other, didn't get along, they played each other. They met at half court, shook each other's hand, said thank you for this. It was a lot of respect, even though they still was trying to beat each other's head in. And so
Summit, rest in peace. Yeah,
rest in peace to Coach Pat Summit. They was still a lot of respect there. And even though they both admit, I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like her. I don't like that team. But we gonna play each other. So you gotta love it. And he's doing the same thing now, playing against USC, playing against he played against Notre Dame. Notre Dame's in the conference. Big East.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
They're in the conference. They're in the conference together. So you got to play them. You can't duck nobody. You got to be there. And he also plays. He's also going to. I think every January they play against South Carolina too. They'll be playing against South Carolina because they've been playing that game. And because I always remember how Gino was always crying about how they too physical. When you got the biggest center in college basketball, of course I'm throwing that ball down there. You better check her. If not, you gonna foul them out. That's right. Cardosa. That's right. Makes sense to me. All right. Right now in top 25, UCLA, South Carolina, Notre Dame, USC, Texas, LSU, UConn, Maryland, Oklahoma, Ohio State. That's your top 10. And AP and the coaches poll, pretty similar. UCLA, South Carolina, LSU, Notre Dame, USC, Texas, UConn, Maryland, Ohio State, and Oklahoma. Shout out also to Penn State winning their 8th national championship in volleyball. They kind of played a mind game with Louisville a little bit. When you look at the uniforms they played in, they had the 7 stars on the back of their uniform. 7 star, each star representing each national championship they've already won. And now they're going to put another star on the uniform for next year. They won 3 games to 1 against Louisville in Louisville, where the game was already set up ahead of time. It wasn't, they already had a predetermined site for Louisville to host it at the KFC Yum Center. And that game was on ABC last Sunday. And I got a chance to listen to more than I actually saw. And Penn State, even though they lost 1 set in the match, they were pretty much in control that entire game. Louisville, a lot of that game looked like deer in headlights. But it was a good game, and I was glad to see the coach there. Her name escapes me. Win that game, and now she can go and get healthy because she's battling cancer right now. So shout out to her and prayers to her and her family as they get prepared for that. All right, it's about that time. We are moving down the line as we get prepared for almost everybody's favorite. We're gonna take a quick calls. Let me see where we at. Quick pause for the calls when we jump into stupid sports news. Uh-oh. All right. We got some good ones this week. We're gonna start off with a topic we've been trying to fight, talking about for a long time. How you doing, Johnny Taylor, all the way from Hawaii? Appreciate you. I love it. Iowa. I already screwed that up. Iowa. Iowa. Iowa, Hawaii. I'm gonna be quiet. Hawaii. Thank you for showing up today. Texas Attorney General sues the NCAA to block transgender athlete participation. Why does that fall on the stupid sports news? Because it's been a topic for a long time. And behind the scenes, Felix, you think we should talk about this? Should we talk about it? I don't know if I want to talk about it because ain't nothing we can say that's going to be right. Folks going to be mad at us either way, no matter what we say about it.
Send your complaints to Kamau Williams.
yeah, because you gotta stand on your truths, and this is a truth that the Texas Attorney General is standing on. He doesn't think it's fair that transgender athletes should play against other athletes that are non-transgender athletes. So what does that mean exactly? If a transgender male plays against other males, which basically says a person who's born a female who's now identifies as male will be playing against males, or a transgender female, which is a man who now identifies as a female, will be playing against females. The onus more is on the transgender female in terms of a biological male playing against other females or competing against them in sports is the issue.
Oh, okay.
It's been going back for a little while. The first one was the sprinter from Africa, where for years they were saying that young lady was actually a boy, and then they went in and did some testing and found out that some of his parts, I'm not going to go into exactly who wasn't winning there, was not exactly developed, but it was found out that she was actually a male. So it's been a topic for a while. I'm doing my best not to go too far with this because it'll spark a firestorm if we get too far. I'm just gonna say good luck to both sides on this one, and I can see that Felix is already quiet. He leaving it alone. I just say good luck to both sides, and good luck to both sides and how they feel about it. And whoever wins, that's going to be the law of the land. Now, this is probably the funniest one about all of them. Thanasis, the brother of Giannis, pulled up in the studio on Mace and Cameron. I heard you was talking junk about me. Cameron was like, hold on, brother, hold on. I do a show. Yeah, I heard you was talking junk. And I'm thinking to myself, who let that man in the door? You see this 6'6", 6'7", 285 pound dude come walking up in y'all studio and ain't no security nowhere near. I know that's what they call that. When you are what they call it when they profiling. You don't want to be profiling, but looks like a duck, walks like a duck. It's duck. Why is he even there? You show up. Okay,
man. He tired of being labeled like that, man. Everybody takes shots at this guy. At the end of the day, man, you a joke. You only in the NBA because of your brother. I don't know why you don't see that. If Giannis was to retire unexpectedly, you're going out the door with him. I mean, let's be for real. They don't even play you, blood. The only time you play is layup line. You don't even play in the blowouts. Man, get out of here, man. You worse than the Ball's father. You worse than Lonzo Ball, daddy. Because you're only relevant because of who is your brother. They don't even talk about the other brother, and he played with LeBron.
Well, okay, let's talk about the nepotism. LeBron and Bronny, the Ball brothers, Giannis and his brothers, and I think that's the only nepotism. But there, it goes deeper than that. How many second and third generation ball players are in the league? It don't matter what color. How many second generation?
I understand, but what I'm saying is you're only relevant Just like Bronny is only relevant because of LeBron. Soon as LeBron hangs it up, Bronny won't be heard of no more. Bronny, trust me, will not be. You will hear nothing else about this guy. Trust me. And it's sad, but I mean, and then okay, you pulled up on a slash former rapper slash actor. Pull up on an NBA player
slash preacher.
Right. Pull up on an NBA player. Because there's a lot of them that's talking about you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it is. My thing is, if it hadn't been me, I'd have been like, come on, sit down. Come on, sit down. Hey, how you doing, brother? Let's get to it. We ain't here to throw no blows. Let's talk about it.
Like, you trash.
Because at some point,
so you say I'm trash. Yeah, you trash. Did you contribute to that championship that the Bucks won when they beat Phoenix? Here, let me answer it for you. No. Okay, you're trash. Are you relevant because of your brother? Let me answer it for you. Yes. If your brother was to get traded, would you be part of the deal? If Giannis leaves and goes somewhere else, are you going with him? No. And then what the Bucks gonna do? Release you. Who gonna pick you up? Nobody.
Yes, he will go because why the Bucks gonna release him and Giannis gonna say my brother got to come with me.
That's if the other party is willing to say that. Do you know why Doug? What's my man name? What was his name? The point guard, he played with the Kings. He married to the chick that does
Doug Christie.
Doug Christie. You know why Doug ain't in the league? How Doug's career ended earlier?
Because
of his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Because of his wife.
Mm-hmm. She was following the bus.
Oh, I want to be on the plane. Oh, I want to. When Shaq to Miami, Shaq cut all that out.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no wives riding on the plane. Ain't no wives riding on the bus. Shaq went to Miami and changed all that.
That's funny. Yep. They always talk about how she would follow the bus and she would rent a car in every city and be right there in the lobby, getting them girls away from her husband. You know, as they walk in, she would be walking right next to them, arm in arm, going to the room. Right. Hey, but at the end of the day, you know, I can't really blame her. You got to protect your investment. Her investment was worth some millions of dollars. I'm not about to let some little, you know, floozy on the road, you know, kick it with my own, you know, if I'm my own man and mess up my money like that. I really can't blame her. Come on, kids, come on. We getting in the van. We about to take Spirit to where Daddy playing at, and we got enough points from all our rentals. This one gonna be free this time. We gonna stay in the room with Daddy. We all will be here together. Daddy tell him to get 2 double beds, get some double beds. We in this feast. We gonna eat food. Why is that? Well, how we gonna eat? Because it's food on the plane. Daddy put some food in your bag. We gonna be good. I ain't mad at her. Not one bit. I ain't mad at her. All right. Earl Thomas, football player, a strange wife, allegedly steals $3 million in cash and assets from this young man. Felix and left. Felix will be back. Earl, he and his wife were having problems, and allegedly, again, she caught him in bed with another woman. She left, came back, and I guess allegedly with the intent of getting the money from him. She stole money and property and other jewelry and stuff like that from that young man. And he filed for her. And from what I can tell, from what it looks like, there's an arrest warrant out for her for stealing all those things from him. And so that's something that's out there right now for them. Johnny, I don't know. It happens on both sides. You hear it all the time. I don't know. We have to look that up. We'll take that one offline. So good luck to Earl Thomas. He probably not gonna see none of that back. He might get some of that property back, and hopefully she didn't go in and take a hammer to the walls and do too much work to get it back to where it needs to be. All right, and last but not least, in Stupid Sports News, we got Travis Hunter and his fiance. There's so much trouble going on with them right now in terms of people judging them and people talking about everything going on with them. It's crazy. It's crazy. She talking about how he wasn't her type in the beginning, and her brother had to tell me who he was. I left him on red. To me, this is typical. Most relationships start like that. I can tell you, most marriages, you talk to the husband and the wife will tell you, well, when I first saw him, I didn't really like him like that. Yes, it happens all the time. And they still together 20, 30, 40 years later because she realized what she had. And and women are about taking care of themselves and being in a stable relationship down and having stability. And at the end of the day, is it being a gold digger? Is it a bad thing? It could be potentially. She pregnant now with his baby. They already got a date to get married. Now, I would hope that Travis gets a prenup. I would hope. Ain't nothing you can do if they were to break up. Ain't nothing you can do about child support. For whatever state they in, that's the laws he's gonna have to abide by. But I would hope that he would get a prenup. And I got a solution. Get a prenup. Anybody who ever gets married in America, whether you got 2 nickels to rub together or $2 million in your bank account, get a prenup. I don't care who you are. If you from the block and y'all been knowing each other all your life, get a prenup. If you just met her, and you worth a lot of money, if she worth a lot of money, her family comes from a good background, get a prenup. And I go a step further with the children. Ooh, if I was a senator, they would love me and hate me at the same time. I think I'm gonna hold on to that. Well, Felix is back. All right, let me get him up on the screen. I don't know what you heard. We was talking about Travis Hunter and his girl, and I was saying how he should get a prenup for his marriage. They already got a wedding date set and everything. Johnson NFL Draft Night. Watch all the camera footage on Travis. Oh yeah, they're gonna have one camera directly on her. One directly right in front of her, one on top to get this angle. She's gonna be triangulated with all the cameras they're gonna have on her. You right about that, Johnny. I agree. It's gonna be fun watching that. But I wish them the best because at the end of the day, they still young. And that's the stuff you do. And it's a whole different generational way of looking at things. They look at things differently now. We didn't have the technology coming up like I had, like when I was dating my wife. And I can tell you, you're gonna deal with stuff like that. They talking about how she was with other guys, and you think she don't have a past? Everybody got a past.
Everybody.
If you think that person is attractive, somebody else gonna think they're attractive.
Absolutely.
And you got to deal with that. It's not the fact that it's not gonna happen. It's the fact is how you gonna deal with it when it happens. Because that's life. That's how it is. That's just how it is. All right, young man, we're gonna jump right into these predictions. You had yourself another good week. I think you lost 2 games. You are now 98 and 55. I'm 94 and 59. We got the mostly pro, but college. We're gonna start with the Final Four college games. Not in any particular order of when they're gonna play. We got Texas and Arizona State. Who you got?
Give me Texas 24-17.
24-17?
Yes, sir.
I like Arizona State. Arizona is playing tough right now. I like them boys. There's something about them. I'm going to go 35-17.
All righty.
Arizona State. Oregon, Ohio State versus Oregon in the Rose Bowl.
Give me Oregon. 28-21.
I like Oregon. I really do. But I think Ohio State going to win it. But I'm going to go with Oregon. Why? Because this is pretty much a home game for Oregon being on the West Coast like that. I'm going to go with Oregon. It's going to be a little bit tighter. It's going to be a tight game. I'm going to say 31-28. Penn State, Boise State.
Give me Boise State. They haven't seen a running back like that all year. Boise State, 35-21.
I will go with Penn State on this one. Genty is the man. I'm gonna go with Genty is the man. I agree with you. But I'm gonna go with Penn State. I'm on Penn State. Why? Because Penn State's played a bit stronger competition, and that's the only difference. I know Penn State coach. He sometimes you don't know what how many fries short of a Happy Meal he is. But I'm gonna go with Penn State, 28-17. Notre Dame, Georgia. The Golden Dumbers versus the Dogs.
Give me Georgia, 24-21.
I agree it's going to be a close game, but I'm going with Notre Dame on this one. Why? Georgia's quarterback is just had surgery. I know the other quarterback is a good quarterback, but I'm going to go with Notre Dame on this one. Oh, my cursing. There we go. Notre Dame. I'm going Notre Dame. I'm going to say 21-10. All right, to the NFL, Broncos and Bengals. Two teams still trying to make it to the playoffs. The Broncos are pretty much going to get in. Bengals are still trying to fight their way. It's a home game. The Gary Owens. The Broncos versus the Gary Owens.
Give me the Broncos. Broncos, 21-17.
I'm going to go with the Broncos, too. Shout out to my brother-in-law. His nickname Bronco. So we're going to go with the Broncos. So we're going to go 31-14. Cardinals and Rams. Cardinals and Rams.
Give me the Rams. 24-14.
I got to go with the Rams. Cardinals not playing bad right now. But the Rams at home, they playing that pretty stadium. I'm going to go with the Rams. Stafford is playing good. He playing with no pressure. He got a Super Bowl. So right now, everything he's doing is gravy on top of potatoes. What's a good score? Ooh. I think they're going to run away with it, 35-17. Now, to me, this is the most intriguing game of the weekend, football-wise, for the NFL. Jets and Bills.
Bills.
The Aaron Rodgers versus the Bills.
Bills 17-10.
The Jets gonna keep this a game. This is gonna be a game. It's gonna be a game to pretty late. I'm gonna go with the Bills, 24-21. But if the Jets win that game, I will not be surprised. Seriously, I will not be surprised on that. All right, let's see. Panthers and Buccaneers. Bryce Young is back playing good ball again. I told y'all not to give up on that kid. He was going to be back. Sometimes you got to take a step back to see the big picture. And he out there playing like, hey, I ain't got nothing else to lose to. He another one of them. I ain't got nothing else to lose. Buccaneers are officially out of the playoffs, but I like this game. This is another next most intriguing game of the weekend. Who you like?
Give me the Bucks, 24-14.
I'm going to go with the Panthers. NFC South game. Both teams play outside. Both teams warm weather teams, so there's no real advantage. The Buccaneers play in that big old boat. I like the Panthers, though. I like the Panthers. 31-18. Packers and the Vikings.
Give me the Vikings. 24-17.
I know I've been yelling Skol the last couple weeks. But here's the formula. Outside team, good pass attack, good running attack, good defense. Playing inside against a team that does the same thing on a fast track. I'm going with the Packers. Woo. 28-21. Last but not least, I'm sorry. Falcons and Commanders, another two more teams trying to get to the playoffs. Falcons, 8-8 right now, 7-7, or 8-8, something like that, close. How you get sideways? Both teams. You like the Commanders? Okay. 17-13. I'm going to go with the Falcons. No, the first game is always the game with the new quarterback. Now they're going to throw some blitzes out there that boy he ain't never seen before. Give me the Commanders as well. I'm going to go 24-10. Make that 13. And the game of the week, Monday Night Football. Lions and 49ers. We're going to get that one from Felix. We got some picks from Johnny over here. We'll waste a little time, see if I can get Felix back in here. Let's see here. Mr. John Taylor has been giving us some picks. He said Ohio 45-21, Ohio State. Penn State, we got 34-28, Penn State. Notre Dame 28-21. Bengals 33-27. He liked the Rams. Bills 38-24. He liked the Bucks 24-14. Pack 45-31. Falcons 24-17. Trying to waste a little time. Maybe I can get Felix back. That's all right. Felix, we love you. We're gonna get that pick out of you. But I'm gonna go with the Lions on the road. This is gonna be a hard-hitting game, tough game. The 49ers want to win this game. They want to win this. This is the screw you. I ain't going. We're gonna put you in the 5 spot. We're gonna make sure we put you in the 5 spot. So I like the Lions on this one. I like the Lions. I'm gonna go with the Lions. My voice keep cracking like I'm 13. Let's see, Lions. 35-31. 35-31 for Lions. All right, everybody. We're going to get out of here. We're going to get to moving. We want to thank everybody for coming out and joining us for this New Year's edition. We'll put a little New Year's music behind us. We're going to get that last pick from Felix. Thank you, Johnny, for John, for giving us some good picks. Campbell has the lines where that I agree. He had them believing. So plus the team want to get a little pound of flesh like they did with Dallas. It ain't gonna be like they did Dallas with that kind of score, but they gonna win this one. I see the win. All right, don't forget to check us out. We still gonna be on replay. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. You can go back and watch the show anytime. Aloha, Mr. Taylor. And just thank you guys we will be back on January 4. Don't forget the other Love and Stuff shows. Love and Stuff on 8:30 Tuesday. I think 9:30. Yeah, 8:30. So I think we're gonna go early because it's New Year's. He might. Hopefully he'll let everybody know. Dr. V will probably be on Tuesday as well. And he has a new Dr. Valencia Edner, the good Reverend Doctor. Check out her show. And Love and Scriptures. Hopefully we can get Brother Williams back. Have a great day. Be safe in this new year. If you're going to watch night service, get there early. You at home and you in the area where they like to let them rounds off. Get down because you never know, because the bullet can go up in the air and it's still gonna come back down because of gravity. Be safe, everybody. We want to talk to you, not about you. We shall see you all next week.